Thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. My name is Ileane, and today I want to continue my series called Learn to Live Stream with Miss Ileane. And today I'm answering a question. And I got this question from my friend Pam Gomez, and you can find her at O Natural Aroma. Or natural aromatherapy. And she asked a question about having a live streaming platform that allow you to screen share, yet also be on the screen at the same time. So I am trying to find her a platform where she can do that, because she also thought that it would make more sense. We've got all these choices out here if we could find a platform that was at no cost. And I know a lot of you guys that are thinking about starting up with live streaming, you want to do it with minimal cost. That's why when we live stream here, we don't use Wirecast and we don't use any of the other complicated software in order to live stream. Most of the live streaming that I do is with desktop applications and online websites, so that I don't have to download anything onto my computer, except perhaps an extension for Chrome. So there's that. So today I want to show you this one site, and I'm not sure it's going to answer all and solve all of the questions that Pamela had, but I think it's really exciting. And I'm going to screen share so I can show you a site that I've been using called Huzza. That's Huzza. So let me get that screen share up. Now you notice over here on Huzza, I'm not logged in on this account, that you can do all kinds of scheduling. And also, one of the things that I truly love about Huzza is the integration with Patreon. You guys all know that I do have a Patreon. If you want to pledge your support, you go over to patreon.com/Ileane. You can have instant replays and social sharing, of course, do Q&As and chat with and engage with your followers. So Huzza does have some pricing set up here. You can scroll down to the bottom of the page and you can see the different plans that they have: basic, creator, and professional. I actually have a creator account myself. But you can sign up for a 30-day free trial. Huzza also integrates with Kickstarter. So if you're having a Kickstarter, that's something else that you can do with Huzza, is live stream to the people that you want to get support from over on Kickstarter. So I'm just going to pretend that I'm signing up for a free account, and you can sign in with Patreon or Twitter. So I have another Twitter account that I'm going to sign in just to show you guys what this will look like. So now I'm going to pop over and see if anybody has any questions or if anyone is over in the live stream. Okay, I do have some viewers there. Hi, guys. And I guess I will have to open up YouTube to see if you guys have any questions. So I will do that. But first things first, I have to mute the tab. And then I'll go over there. And see if there's any questions. You know, there's a chat on YouTube Live that goes away, but if you want to, I did leave that chat open if you do want to ask questions. Okay, hi, Friar Wade is here, and he's one of my favorite uh, live streamers. He, delivers the word every day. And by the word, I mean the gospel. And so, all right. I see that he's here giving me support. Thank you so very much. So let's go back over to a screen share here. Oh, nope. I got to get it ready. I have to pull it out into another window. Okay, I'm ready now. No, I'm not. I was going to show Patreon. I had too many things going on at once. So I'm going to go into the back end of my Huzza. And I want to show you the different options that you have when you're setting up a broadcast. Okay, I had to log in first, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. And you can see here that I've done so many streams, and Friar Waite, he is, in part of the Patreon community. So he knows that a lot of times I will do patron only broadcasts that only my patrons get a chance to see. And let me just show you how those options are when you actually go to set up a live event. So go into Huzza, create a live event. We're just going to say this is we'll just call it Patreon. All right, and I can schedule it in advance, or I can just go live now. So let's just go live now and continue. One of the other integrations that is really amazing about Huzza is that you're actually able to sell merchandise. And I've already uploaded. One of the things that I have there is that people can support me on Patreon. The other is a course that I have on YouTube. But you can upload, I think the maximum is 3. Oh, I must have got out of that. I'm sorry, I meant to say 4 items that you can sell. Okay. So let's just go see what else you can do here. So I will enable that. Then people can give you tips. They can give you $1, $5, or $10, I believe, are the tip levels that they can give you. Now, here's where you would make it a Patreon only stream. So in fact, let me make that a little bigger so you can see. I'm going to make sure that you guys can see. And what will happen is your patron, they will go to the link that you shared that says that you're live, but they won't be able to see until they log into their Patreon account. Now, if you didn't, or if you're not on Patreon, or if you wanted to still protect your content so that only certain people could see it, then you would create a password and you would use password protection. So let's continue. Now, the couple of other things you can do is just do a test. All the people that subscribe to your Huzza channel can also get a reminders through email. You can do a cover image. Of the dimensions on that are 1000 by 400. So it's very similar to a YouTube thumbnail, just a little bit smaller. And if you wanted to leave a comment here and say, ask all your questions. All right, so now we're just going to create the event. And then prepare to go live. Before we do that, I want you to see the options here. This is where this link that you would share on Twitter and Facebook. You also can embed the Huzza on your live page. In a previous video here on YouTube, I talked about one of the things you can do to extend the reach of your content. And here's the option inside of Huzza where you get the iframe code and you would just copy and paste that over into your WordPress blog, or if you're on Blogger or whatever blogging platform. As long as they accept the iframe code, then you can use that. Then this is the link that you would use over on Patreon. So I could post that link into Patreon and it will show up just like this because of the integration. I don't need this embed code because of the special integration with Patreon. So here I prepare to go live. And what you have options here is to share your event. To start the screen share, we're going to come back to that. I can pin a message or a link. So if I wanted to tell my friends to go over and follow me on YouTube or subscribe to my YouTube channel, I could just type that in there and it would show on screen for 60 seconds. I can also invite a co-host or a moderator. And Facebook Live integration. So Huzza allows you to go live on Facebook, and that's your page, your profile, or your groups. And you also can go live to your patrons on Patreon. And you can also be live on Huzza. There's actually a Huzza app for iPhone. You know, it's very limited, but people who will come onto that will see it and they can watch your broadcast from the app. And you also can do the screen sharing. So you've got Huzza, Patreon, Facebook, and your website. So I am a big fan of using Huzza for live streaming. So let's just do the screen share real quick. And I don't have much of anything to screen share right at this moment. I should have left something open. And this was just, oh, good. I'm glad I did pick this window because I see now my friend, the Dr. Vibe from the Dr. Vibe show is here. Hey, and Christy, also known as Lambie Poo, is here. And Kimberly Collins. Thank you guys so very much for coming out. I just wanted to do a quick walkthrough of Huzza and so you could see all the benefits of using Huzza. So let me just stop with this screen share over on YouTube. And you guys know I got a bunch of windows open now. So I'm like, where am I? All right. There you go. Hey guys, thanks so much for coming over. So I just want you to notice that, you know, I've said it before in some other live streams and some other YouTube videos. There's just so much competition out here for us as content creators. This is like one of the best times ever for us. We have all these different platforms to choose from. So I enjoy using Huzza primarily because of that integration with Patreon, but also because of the Facebook integration. You can't go wrong with that because, like I said, you can go live on your profile, your page, and in your groups. Some of the other platforms that you can go live on Facebook don't allow you to go into the groups, which, you know, we all want to go live on our groups, right? You know, of course, going live on the pages is important as well. But the fact that you can also embed this video from Huzza, not this video because I'm on YouTube right now. I can actually embed this YouTube onto my website as well. But Huzza, of course, YouTube doesn't let you multicast on the Facebook, you know, without the complicated software. And one of the things that I'm trying to do is make this whole live streaming thing easy for you guys. And I know a lot of folks are up to speed on using OBS. Hey, guess what? That's because they've been around. They've been doing live streaming for the past year or even more. But you guys that are new to live streaming, you're like, OBS, what's that? Wirecast? I can't afford that. I know. So there are a lot of other folks that'll teach you about live streaming on using those types of software. And I think that once you get up to that level, it may be really handy to know. But I also want you to know that you don't have to do that. You don't need any of that stuff if you don't want to use it. So with that, guys, I am going to end the stream. I really appreciate you guys for coming out. I'll try to have a new YouTube video every weekend. I'm sticking to my word here. And I've been doing this for the last 3 or 4 months, and the results have been amazing. Please, please, please leave me any comments or any questions that you have over on YouTube. And for all those folks that are here watching live, you guys all know how to get in touch with me multiple ways: Twitter, Facebook, the whole bit. And I so very much appreciate you guys for coming out. And so with that, this is Ileane from IleaneSmith.com. Happy streaming.